Hello, my friends. It's your favorite health buddy again. Today, we're diving into a topic, well, not everyone dares to talk about, but let's be honest, we're all adults here. Yes, I'm talking about masturbation after 60. Now, don't make that face. It's natural, it's common, and believe it or not, it's important for your health. But here's the tricky part. Some habits, the little things you do without thinking, may actually be aging your body. Silently, slowly, and you don't even notice. So today, as your friendly urologist guide, I'm going to share 5 masturbation habits that secretly age men over 60. No shame, no judgment, just real talk. And hey, if you're a lady listening, don't leave yet. You might just learn a thing or two to share with your husband or keep for yourself. All right, ready? Let's jump in. Habit 1, overdoing it too much of a good thing. Let's talk about the first habit. And it's a big one, overdoing it. Yes, I know, some of you may laugh. Doc, at my age, I'm not overdoing anything. But trust me, I've met many men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who still keep the engine running. And sometimes they push that engine way too hard. Here's the truth. When you were 25, you could bounce back in a heartbeat. 1, 2, maybe even 3 times a day. You'd wake up the next morning ready to conquer the world. But after 60, the story changes. Your body doesn't recover the same way. Your hormones are different. Your muscles take longer to heal. Even your heart needs more time to rest. Overdoing it can leave you drained, tired, moody, and let's be honest, sometimes it even hurts your back, your knees, or your hips. I once had a patient say, "Doc, I thought I just needed new shoes. Turns out I just needed to slow down." The problem is many men don't connect the dots. They think, "Oh, I'm just getting old." But no, my friend, sometimes you're simply asking too much from your body. Here's another issue, your sleep. If you're pushing too hard, your body may struggle to fall into deep, healing rest. You wake up groggy. Your energy drops during the day. And suddenly, you feel 10 years older than you really are. And don't forget testosterone. That little hormone is your best buddy. It helps with energy, with mood, with strength, but when you overdo it, you may actually lower your testosterone over time. It's like squeezing a lemon dry. At first, you get the juice. But soon there's nothing left to give. So what's the solution? Simple, moderation. Think of it like wine, a glass now and then. Great, healthy, even. The whole bottle every night. Disaster. Or think of it like exercise. A brisk walk every morning keeps you young, running a marathon every day. That'll send you straight to the sofa or worse. Remember, the goal isn't to quit. I'm not telling you to hang up your gloves. I'm saying listen to your body, respect its limits. Because your body at 60, 70, 80 is not the same as it was at 25. And that's okay. A little moderation now means more enjoyment later. Less pain, more energy, better sleep. And believe me, your future self will thank you. So habit number 1, don't overdo it. Too much of a good thing stops being good. Habit 2, ignoring your body's warning signs. Now let's move to habit number 2, and honestly, this one can be sneaky. It's about ignoring your body's warning signs. You see, the body is like an old car. It talks to you, sometimes with a soft whisper, other times with a loud bang, but either way it always sends signals. The problem is many older men just don't listen. They push through. They think, "Hey, it's nothing, I'll be fine." And that's when the trouble begins. What kind of signals am I talking about? Well, let me give you a few examples. Pain. Yes, plain and simple. If you feel sharp pain in your lower back, hips, or even in your private parts, that's not just part of getting older. It's a message. Your body is saying, "Slow down, buddy, something's not right." Another one, Numbness or tingling, if your hands or legs start feeling like pins and needles afterward. That could mean your circulation isn't as strong as it used to be. And ignoring that can lead to bigger issues later. What about fatigue? If every time you finish you feel like you've just run a marathon, that's a red flag. At 25, maybe that was normal. But at 65, 75, your body is telling you, hey, we need to adjust. Now here's the tricky part. Many men don't want to admit it. They think, if I complain, it means I'm weak. No, no, no. Listening to your body doesn't make you weak. It makes you smart. It keeps you strong for longer. Let me tell you a story. A gentleman, 68 years old, came to me once. He said, "Doc, I've been feeling this pressure down there, but I ignored it." Turns out he had an enlarged prostate, nothing life-threatening, but something that needed care. If he hadn't spoken up, the problem could have gotten worse. That's why ignoring signals is dangerous, because small issues become big ones when left unchecked. So here's my advice. Pay attention. If your body whispers, listen. If it shouts, definitely listen. And if something feels off, take a break. Talk to your doctor. Don't just hope it will magically fix itself. Think of it this way. If your car engine light comes on, do you cover it with tape? Of course not. You check it, you fix it, because you want that car to last. Well, your body is far more valuable than any car. Treat it the same way. Respect the warning signs. So habit number 2, don't ignore your body's messages. Listen, adjust, take care. That's how you stay strong, healthy, and yes, young at heart. Habit 3, rushing through without care. All right, let's move on to habit number 3. This one is very common, and honestly, it's a habit many men don't even realize they have. It's the habit of rushing. Yes, treating the whole thing like a race. Fast, careless, get it done, move on. Now I get it. Life has trained us to be quick. We rush to work. We rush to meetings. We rush to mow the lawn before the rain starts. But when it comes to your body, especially after 60, rushing is not your friend. Here's why. When you rush, you put extra strain on your muscles, your back, your pelvis, even your heart. It's like sprinting when your body is built for a steady walk. I once had a gentleman, 72 years old, who said, "Doc, I don't know what happened. I was just doing my thing and suddenly my hip locked up." I asked him, "Were you taking your time?" He laughed and said, "Doc, I was trying to set a world record." Well, let's just say he learned the hard way that slow and steady wins the race. Rushing also affects your mind. Instead of enjoying the moment, you turn it into a chore, a quick task on your to-do list. And that takes away the relaxation, the stress relief, the actual benefits. Think of it like food. If you rush through dinner, swallowing everything in 5 minutes, you don't enjoy the flavor. You don't feel satisfied, and later you get indigestion. But if you slow down, savor each bite, chew properly, your body feels nourished. The same principle applies here. Now let's talk about another risk, blood pressure. When you rush, your heart rate spikes fast. For younger men, that's fine. But after 60, when circulation isn't what it used to be, those quick jumps can put real strain on your system. I've seen men feel dizzy, lightheaded, even faint. Not exactly the romantic ending they had in mind. So what's the fix? Simple, slow down. There's no stopwatch, no referee waiting with a whistle. Take your time, focus on breathing, listen to your body. And here's a little secret. When you go slower, not only do you protect your health, but you actually enjoy it more. Yes, more pleasure, more relaxation, less stress. That's a win-win if you ask me. So habit number 3, don't rush. This isn't a 100-meter dash. It's more like a peaceful walk in the park. Slow, easy, enjoyable. Habit 4, using the wrong tools or techniques. Now habit number 4, this one might make you chuckle a little. It's about using the wrong tools or the wrong techniques. Yes, you heard me right. Some men, even at 60 or 70, treat their body like a teenager's science experiment. They try gadgets. They try strange tricks they read online. And sometimes they go a little too far. Here's the problem. At an older age, the body is more sensitive. Skin is thinner. Blood vessels are more fragile. Nerves don't recover as quickly. So when you use something that's too rough, too tight, or simply not made for the job, you're asking for trouble. I once had a patient, 66 years old. He thought he was being clever using a device meant for younger men. He came into my office looking embarrassed and whispered, "Doc, I think I broke something." And yes, he had bruises in places no man wants bruises. Another problem, improper lubrication. If you're dry, you're creating friction, and friction plus older skin. That equals irritation, soreness, even micro tears. Not exactly the kind of excitement you were hoping for, and let's be honest. Some men still believe toughness is the way to go. They grip too hard. They push too fast. They think no pain, no gain. Well, that motto might work at the gym, but here, all it does is cause damage. So what's the right approach? Gentle, patient, respectful to your body. If you use any tools, make sure they are safe, made for the purpose, clean and comfortable. If you need lubrication, use it. There's no shame, it's smart. It protects your skin, your nerves, your comfort. Also, variety matters. Don't get stuck in one rough technique. Try slower movements, change rhythm. Think of it like music. Sometimes you need a soft ballad, not a rock concert. And here's something important. If you ever notice bleeding, swelling, or pain that doesn't go away, don't ignore it. That's your body waving a red flag. Talk to your doctor. Better a little embarrassment now than a big problem later. So habit number 4. Don't misuse your tools. Don't treat your body like a piece of old leather you can just beat up. Treat it like fine wine. Handle it with care. Because at this stage of life, comfort and safety matter more than showing off. Remember, you're not competing with your younger self anymore. You're building health, pleasure, and dignity for the years ahead. Habit 5, treating it like a dirty secret. Now we've reached habit number 5. And honestly, this might be the most damaging of all. It's the habit of treating masturbation like a dirty secret. Yes, my friend, carrying guilt, carrying shame, acting like you're doing something wrong, something that needs to be hidden in the shadows. Here's the truth. You're not a teenager sneaking around anymore. You're an adult, a wise elder. And what you do with your body, especially in the privacy of your own home, is nothing to be ashamed of. But many older men still carry the old beliefs, maybe from strict parents, maybe from religious teaching, maybe from a society that whispered, "That's bad, don't talk about it." So even now at 60 or 70, they still feel guilty, and guilt is heavy. It eats at your mind. It adds stress to your heart, and over time it can actually make you sick. I've seen it. Men who come to me with anxiety, sleepless nights, low self-esteem, and when we dig deeper, it's not their body that's the problem, it's their mindset. Listen carefully. Masturbation is not dirty, it's not shameful, it's a natural part of being human. In fact, for older men, it can improve circulation, it can boost mood, it can even help with prostate health. But if you do it while feeling guilty every single time, that benefit disappears. You replace joy with stress, pleasure with shame, and that, my friend, truly does age you faster. So how do you break this habit? Start by changing the way you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, "I shouldn't be doing this," say, "I'm taking care of myself." Instead of shame, practice acceptance. Instead of hiding, embrace the truth. You are simply being human. Now, of course, everything in balance. We already talked about moderation, safety, listening to your body. But once you have those in place, you can let go of the guilt. And if you're married or in a relationship, don't let shame build walls between you and your partner. For some couples, an honest conversation can take away the fear and bring more closeness. Think about it. At this stage of life, you've survived so much. You've raised families, worked jobs, faced challenges. Why carry this unnecessary burden of guilt? It's time to put it down. So habit number 5 is simple. Don't treat it like a dirty secret, because secrets weigh you down. Acceptance lifts you up. And trust me, when you free your mind from guilt, your body will thank you. You'll feel lighter, happier, and maybe even a little younger. So, my friends, we've walked through the 5 habits. 5 simple things that, if left unchecked, can secretly age men over 60. Let's take a moment to look back. Habit 1 was all about overdoing it. Too much of a good thing, and suddenly it's not so good anymore. Moderation, balance, pacing yourself, that's the key. Habit 2 reminded us not to ignore the body's warning signs, because pain, fatigue, or unusual feelings aren't just normal aging. They are signals, and smart men listen to those signals. Habit 3 was about rushing, turning something that should be enjoyable into a quick chore. But life's too short to rush through the things that bring comfort and joy. Slow down, breathe, enjoy the journey. Habit 4 showed us the dangers of using the wrong tools or techniques. The body at 60 or 70 isn't the same as at 25. It deserves care, gentleness, and sometimes a little common sense. And finally, habit 5. Maybe the most powerful one, not carrying guilt. Not treating your natural needs like a dirty secret, because guilt makes you older faster than any wrinkle or gray hair. Now, why does all this matter? Because growing older is not just about surviving. It's about living with energy, with dignity, with humor, and yes, with pleasure. I want you to think of this not as rules, but as gifts to yourself. Each healthy choice you make today gives you a better tomorrow. Picture yourself a year from now, feeling lighter, sleeping better, moving with more energy, laughing more often. That's not a fantasy, it's possible. And it starts with small, mindful changes. Remember, age is just a number. Some men at 70 are stronger, happier, and more alive than men at 40. The difference: they listened to their bodies, they respected their limits. They chose wisdom over stubbornness. And here's a little secret. Taking care of yourself in this area isn't just about you. It affects your relationships, your confidence, your ability to show up as a husband, a father, a grandfather, a friend. It's all connected. So don't think of this talk as embarrassing. Think of it as empowering, because knowledge is power. And now you know the habits to avoid. You know how to protect your body, your mind, and your joy. Let me leave you with this. Growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter, choosing better, living wiser. And if you do that, you don't just add years to your life. You add life to your years. So, my friends, I encourage you, take these lessons to heart. Practice them. Share them with someone who might need to hear this. And remember, you're not alone. We're walking this journey together. If you enjoyed today's video, if you found even one tip helpful, please consider supporting this channel. Hit that like button, tap subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly health talks. It may seem like a small click to you, but it means the world to me. It helps this community grow. It helps more seniors just like you get the advice and encouragement they deserve. And if you want to do even more, share this video with a friend, a brother, or anyone you care about, because wisdom is meant to be shared. Thank you truly for spending this time with me. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, and never forget, you're wiser, stronger, and more valuable than you realize. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay young at heart.